one half of the Gladiators and the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, coming with another video review. And today, I'll be reviewing the WWE Basic Series 110 from the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan. I am very excited to have this figure. I unfortunately missed out on the Elite Liv Morgan, and I've always liked Liv Morgan, so I was very excited when they announced this figure. And you can imagine my surprise when I found this figure just chilling on the shelf at Walmart. Like, I just walked into Walmart, and there she was, front and center, just chilling on the shelf. I was like, holy crap. Picked her up and got her. Anyways, without further ado, before I take a look at the figures, take a look at the packaging first. Anyways, there she is. Liv Morgan. Where's her name down there? Once again, I still hate this. Like, the first name's smaller than, really small, and her last name's huge. I hate that. Series 110. You see the box is a little damaged, a little wrinkled, but I don't care because I open my figures, gotta let them breathe. WWE logo. In the back, other figures in set, we got Kofi Kingston, John Cena, Finn Balor, first time in the line, Mike Kanellis, and of course, Liv Morgan. When I went to Walmart, they had everybody except Mike Kanellis. I hope to get him at some point because I'm a fan of Mike Kanellis, and I personally think he's one of the most underrated talent. And I'm actually surprised they actually chose to release that figure because he was released from the company before the figure even hit store shelves. So I'm surprised it still came out. Like, while the figure was on pre-order, he was released from the WWE. He was released from his contract. So I'm surprised they still released it. But whatever. Anyways, that's about it for the packaging. So without further ado, let's open up Liv Morgan and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we have Liv Morgan open up out of her packaging. I'd say this is actually a pretty solid basic figure. Yes, the Elite figure is a superior figure, but this figure is actually a pretty solid basic. I have like one major problem with it, but I'll get into that later. But aside from that, I actually really enjoyed this figure. Anyways, take a look. Alright, first up, her face. I think it's a really good likeness to Liv Morgan. It's the same head sculpt as the Elite. Well, the Elite obviously having blonde hair. This one has pink. I actually prefer the pink. So if I ever track down the Elite for a good price, which right now it's actually a little expensive, maybe I'd probably do like a head swap or something. But aside from that, I really like it. So it looks a lot like her. And I think the True Effects is actually better on the basic than it is on the Elite. However, what's up with her smile? Like, the way they do the True Effects on either figure, it looks like, it kind of almost like a creepy smile. It'll be like, I'm watching you. Well, that's creepy. But it's still, pretty face. Anyway, she has her Riot Squad on top, which is painted on. It's not sculpted like the Elite is, which is fine. And nothing on the back, unfortunately. However, one thing about this figure, about this basic figure that's actually better than the Elite, is the torso and the skin tone. Like, the skin tone is a lot more accurate on this figure opposed to the Elite, because the Elite was way too pale. And also, the Elite was way too skinny. Yes, Liv Morgan is skinny in real life, but she's not, like, as skinny as her Elite is. I mean, she's, like, so skinny. It's like they took this torso and, like, pushed her ribs in so to make her even thinner. And, like, she's not that skinny in real life. So I wish she's around this body type. So it's definitely more accurate in my opinion. Anyways, moving down, this is Live His Life around her waist. And again, it's painted, it's not molded like the Elite is. Anyways, white stripe with black stars, which actually is very clean, because usually when they do this stuff, it's a little badly done because it bleeds through sometimes, but it's not bad. And standard white shoes with black laces. It's a pretty solid basic figure. And if you want to, you can actually do her pose that she did during her Riot Squad days. Actually cross her hands. I think she crossed them this side. You can do it like that. And obviously have her walk down the ramp. Pretty good. And speaking of the Riot Squad, for comparison, here she is with her Riot Squad tag team partner, Ruby Riott. And they look great together. For a basic display of the Riot Squad, it's a great little display piece. All I need now is Sarah Logan from Basic Series 101. However, she seems to be the one that's a little harder to track down, so hopefully I can find her for a decent price at some point so I can get her and complete the Riot Squad. Like, I would love to have a display of the Riot Squad, because obviously I loved the Riot Squad when they were together at the original trio. I don't really care for the new version that's just these two. Like, I miss the trio. like, I don't know, it's just the way that they looked and the way they were, I don't know, it's just the way it all played out. Like, their characters were much better. Anyways, whatever. I think these actually fit better in with the display because it's a little awkward having one basic being Sarah Logan and the other two being elites. So I prefer the basics in terms of the display piece. Anyways, articulation is pretty much what you'd expect on a basic women's figure. Head can rotate 360, but her hair kind of hinders it just a tad. She can't look down. She can kind of look up, I guess. Arms will rotate 360. They go in and out. Obviously, as you saw, they rotate at the elbow and bend at the elbow as well. Swivel at the wrist. Doesn't have the upper torso joint. I missed that with the basics because it allows for the posability for a lot better. Swivel waist. Legs can go forward about that far. And back to the original position. They go in and out. Bend at the knee. A little tight. And swivel at the shoe. And that's about it. My only real complaint with this figure is the joints on her hips. They're a little loose. So therefore it makes her a little hard to balance when she stands up. And also I wish this was painted a little bit better to, I don't know, just a little, make it look more accurate. I don't know, it looks a little thin. But whatever, because they used to sculpt it on the basics. But whatever, kind of lazy. Anyways, overall pretty solid figure. So final thoughts, very solid basic figure. Not as good as the Elite, but still a really, really good basic figure. Definitely a great addition to the collection. So I would say if you missed out on the Elite, or if you're just a Liv Morgan fan in general, I would say definitely pick this figure up if you can find it in stores. It is pretty common. It's not like super common, but it is decently available. You can find her pretty decently. Like you can find her once in a while. So I would say if you can find her in the store, definitely pick her up. Or if you can't find her, maybe get her online for a good price. She's definitely worth it. Definitely one of my favorite basic figures of the year so far. So great figure. I'll give this figure a 9 out of 10. So my only complaint with it is the loose joints. Hopefully nobody has that problem, because the loose hip joints does make it a little hard for her to stand up. So hopefully not everybody has that problem. Anyways, pretty solid figure. Pick her up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Be sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Links are down below. And also, you can catch me on the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast every week. Well, almost every week. Link to the YouTube channel for the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast is down below. As well as if you're interested in getting any of my merch, link is down below to my store on Bonfire. They're very limited, so there's a very limited quantity of them. So you better get it before it's gone. And also, be sure to hit that subscribe button and tap on the notification bell. I upload new videos every single Friday, so be sure to tap that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.